Eat ostrich balls, nigga. You heard? Lick ostrich dick, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? You can't tell me I can't come over here, all these people in the water splishing and splashing, and you gonna tell me that I can't go over there? Nigga, get the fuck out my face, nigga. I'm gonna tell y'all how I had a real ninja moment with a security guard in Atlantic City, right? So, you know, I go to Ocean Casino Resort. You heard? Joint mad expensive, spent mad bread up in there. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is expensive. You know, they got a nice little access to the beach where it's not a private area for people that's staying at the resort, but it kind of looks that way. So, you know, regular Atlantic City beach goers, they stay on their side of the beach, and, you know, the resort people kind of stay on their side of the beach. So, you know, we've been there 5 days. We checking out now. I'm like, yo, we out of here, right? I said, but before I get out of here, I got to give me a good little splish splash of that beach water before I get up out of here, because I ain't get enough. I went in it a couple of times, but I ain't get enough. So I'm like, yo, before I get up out of here, I need some of that beach action. So we checked out or whatever, and I still had my swim attire. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go splash up in that beach water for a little while before we get up out of here, right? So, you know, I walk over to the resort side of the beach, and they got some like fence up where they was doing some construction, where they about to, you know, prepare for an event or something that's going to be on that section of the sand. Cool. So I look over, I see, all right, they doing something over there, but I also see a bunch of people in the water, probably 5 or 6 people in the water swimming. You feel me? And another, you know, older white couple sitting on the rocks, you know, right where in front of the security guard, sitting on the rocks taking pictures by the water, right? So I look over, I say, all right, you know, I see that part of the sand is closed, but I see people are in the water, so I'm gonna go over there and get in the water. I'd rather go on this side where there's less people in the water than over here. You feel me? So I begin to walk over to where, you know, people are in the water. And the bro says, the security guard, black security guard, older dude, probably like 60 cash. He like, yo, that side is closed. You can't go over there. So I'm like, what you mean? Like, he was like, yeah, they doing some type of something, some event or something. So this side is closed. So I'm like, I look in the water and I see about 5, 6 people swimming in the water. So I'm like, what do you mean? You mean the beach, the water part is closed, or the sand? He like, yeah, from here to here is closed. He's such a clown. He literally was like, yeah, from here to here is closed, showing me the sand. I said, cool, I'm getting in the water. He like, nah, but that's closed too. So I'm like, I looked in the water. I'm like, bro, you don't see these people swimming right here in the water? Like, you don't see these people sitting in front of you taking pictures right in front of your face? He like, I'm just telling you it's closed, man. It's closed. I was like, nigga, please. And I kept walking, right? So this dude jumps out of his chair. Oh, you don't want to listen? You don't want to listen? All right, I got something for you. He gets on the walkie-talkie. Yo, I got a dude over here that he don't want to stay he don't want to stay away from the unauthorized area. I said, yo, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? It's mad people in the water. You don't see these people right here? I said, yo, bro, you mean to tell me you see me and my 2 black daughters, and you want to tell me, I forgot to mention I was walking with my daughters. I'm like, you see me and my 2 black daughters, and you go out your way to tell me that I can't go over here and go to this area, when, bro, it's 5 or 6 white people in the water, 2 white people right here taking. What are you talking about, my dude? He like, I'm just telling you it's closed. So literally, this dude was singling me out. The only nigga of color on the scene. He a black nigga himself. He's singling me out. Yo, you can't go over there. Man, listen, my nigga. I told that nigga, eat ostrich balls, nigga. You heard? Lick ostrich dick, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? You can't tell me I can't come over here, all these people in the water splishing and splashing. And you gonna tell me that I can't go over there? Nigga, get the fuck out my face, nigga. You cooning out right now. He like, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, you can't go over there. I'm telling you, you can't go over there. I'm like, my nigga, eat deer dick, nigga. You heard? Eat a deer dick, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You ain't telling me nothing. He like, all right, I got something for you. So, you know, I just lost my cool. I'm like, yo, listen, you coon bastard. I'm like, yo, you here? I said, nigga, you can't stand to see some black motherfuckers that ain't slaves like you because, you know, in certain parts, man, you know, certain parts down there in Atlantic City, I'm going to keep it real. You know, they racists out there, my dude. Like, there's a lot of racist motherfucking people out there in Atlantic City and, you know, the south parts of Jersey. You go too deep down in Jersey in the south, that shit is Trump America. You feel what I'm saying? So they just mad racists out there. And it's like, you know, sometimes your own kind, your own black people, they don't even like it when they see other black people being a little bit too free. You heard? Sometimes that pisses off the type of black people that still kind of like be in line with white people and stuff. Nothing against y'all white people out there. I'm just telling the facts of what happened. The kind of black people that kind of be, you know, in place, they don't like to see the kind of black people that don't give a fuck and we ain't listening to nobody and can't nobody put us in our place. They don't be liking that. It annoys them. You feel what I'm saying? They be like, you're moving a little too free around here. I don't like you. I resent your freedom. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, his whole house Negro came out. Like, you see another black motherfucker moving with his black kids, moving, and, you know, you felt you had to police me or you needed to police me when you clearly could see that there was, you know, white people in the water chilling, bro. You ain't telling them nothing. And I promise you, as we started arguing, another white couple came walking by and into the zone where he said was off limits. That nigga ain't say nothing. I said, yo, bro, handle your business. Handle your business. You said it's closed, right? Why you ain't telling them it's closed? He like, don't worry about them. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. So, you know, that nigga had me so heated, bro. You feel me? I'm going to keep it real. I was disappointed in myself afterwards because I don't like when somebody make me come out my character on that level. Like, I was disappointed, but that nigga had me tight, my nigga. He was like, worry about yourself. Don't worry about them. I'm like, worry about them, man. Get the fuck. I said, my nigga, lick lizard dick, nigga. Lick a lizard dick, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Swallow iguana balls, nigga. You can eat iguana balls, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You can't tell me I can't go on this side of the beach, nigga. You see all these other people on the goddamn beach? Discrimination, bro. So that nigga eat chameleon dick, nigga. Eat a big chameleon dick, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? But yeah, that shit had me tight. But you know, my 17-year-old daughter, she was real tight because she peeped the whole shit and she agreed. She was like, yo, he ain't tell nobody else nothing but you. He like, nah. So my daughter, my 17-year-old daughter, she was over there getting her Karen on. You know, because the dude called his supervisor. His supervisor came running over there. I told the supervisor, I said, man, that nigga called for me, man. I said, that nigga ain't telling no white people nothing, but he telling me I can't go over there. Fuck out of here, nigga. Give a fuck who he called, nigga. You can eat llama balls, nigga. Call whoever you want to call, nigga. Eat llama balls. But anyway, that shit had me tight, and my daughter was ready, like, yo, I'm gonna go over there and talk to the supervisor again. I'm gonna get him fired. I'm like, nah, we ain't gonna do that, my dude. Like, we had a situation, we had a ninja moment. You know, we blew up, we tweaked, it's all good, it's over. You feel me? I said, but we're not gonna keep pursuing it because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a black man. He might have a family, a son, a wife that's dependent on him to bring that check home, and he fuck up that check and lose this job. He might lose his wife and kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back for them. Like, my daughter, like, I don't care. He shouldn't have been racist. I was like, yo, we gonna leave that shit alone, man. You heard? Like we ain't getting the bro fired or none of that shit. But I felt bad because it was a bunch of white people around, and me and son had a mad ninja moment, and we both were saying. Then son started saying, "I'ma call my son. I'ma call my son." Nigga starts getting on his phone trying to call his son. I hope his son is not a good dude that I met that was working out there that day. Know what I mean? In Atlantic City. I hope that was not his son. Because I just met another dude that was working security, and he was a big fan of the channel. You feel what I'm saying? So I hope that wasn't his son. Because son was like, yo, I'm going to call my son. I'm going to call my son. He going to come up here right now. I said, yo, bro, you call your son, he going to get beat up on this sand. You heard? He going to wake up with all type of seashells in his mouth. You know? Shovels and, you know, pails and shit. Like, don't involve your son in this, my bro. This is between me and you. I ain't say nothing to you. You pulled the Samuel Jackson and Django on me. You seen me chilling. You heard I done spent over $3,000 already in this motherfucker. You see me chilling. And you just had to police me, bro, because you wasn't feeling my level of freedom. I'm moving around like I'm just enjoying my life, doing what I want to do, and that annoyed you. So you felt you had to tell me something, but you didn't tell that same thing to nobody else, which was very crazy. So I'm glad I cursed you out, because maybe you'll come to your senses and you'll never do nothing like that again. When you see your own kind or somebody that may be related to your own kind, you know, minding their business, chilling, spending money, enjoying themselves with their kids, don't say shit to me if you ain't gonna say nothing to Caucasians walking in there and swimming and splishing and splashing in the waves. You ain't saying nothing to them. I don't see you going over there, yo, you got to get out, the water is closed. You ain't saying nothing, bro, because you're scared to say something to them. But when you see a dude like me, you could tell me something. But it backfired. You heard? And once again, man, eat cheetah balls, nigga. You ain't telling me I can't go on nothing.